Welcome to the video. Today we are going to start a new section named the type of the cloud models. To start with this, we have a public cloud offering. So under this, and in order to relate this with any of the examples we have, is how we are using Google, how we are using Gmail, how we are using Outlook. So these are the public offerings from different vendors. So just like that, we have a public cloud which is owned by the cloud provider. These are the nothing but the hosting providers. So they provide resources, the services to different organizations, just like how the Google provide all the services to the different end users who connects to them or who connects to the cloud services via some secure network connection, that is through the HTTPS or whatever it is. So there are different characteristics of the cloud computing. These are, when we talk about it, we'll categorize into the different subsections. So when we take the ownership as a major category, so this is the resources that an organization or the end user uses. The ownership of the resources lies with the cloud provider in case of a public cloud. That is, the resources do not belong to its end users. Just like how we are using the Gmail, the resources, they do not belong to the end user. Instead, we are just the end users of it. Now, when we go to the next section of it, we have multiple end users. The public cloud models may make their resources available to the multiple users or multiple end users, just like a case of Outlook, Gmail, Yahoo. And the next, we have a public access, like who is allowed to access it and who is restricted to access it. Since this is a public offering, this is available across, and anybody who has internet access will be able to access it provided with the subscription license. This is the most common cloud type of the deployment model we have as a public cloud. When we talk about connectivity of the public cloud, the users and the organizations are typically connected to the public cloud over the internet by using any of the browser of their choice. Now, in terms of skills, like how complex the skill might be required. So we have the public clouds that do not require these deep technical skills. We'll go and see in the subsequent sessions why like so. Because most of the responsibility of the on-prem environment, once it is into the public cloud, is no longer managed by its end user. It's handed over to the cloud provider. In other words, we have no local hardware to manage or keep it up to date. So this has shedded off most of the responsibility from the shoulder of the organization or the end users. Everything's run on the cloud provider's hardware. So in some cases, the cloud users can save additional cost by sharing the computing resources with other cloud users. Now, a common scenario of this we can have is if we deploy a web application or a blogging website on a hardware and resources that are obviously here it is owned by the cloud provider. So that is one case. So using a public cloud in this scenario allows the cloud users to get their websites and blog running up quickly, since they don't have to go and manage the hardware. What they are responsible for is deployment of their code, making sure their code is bug free and is running smoothly to serve the user response. And then the focus on maintaining the website without having to worry about purchasing and managing or maintaining the hardware on which it runs. So businesses can use now the multiple cloud services provider company of varying scale, out of which Microsoft Azure is the one offerings. Thank you.